Year 11, last one before we go into the exam. Probably the last one you'll ever watch as well for Year 11. Just do you a quick one on 3 people that I feel really important, possibly going to come up for Germany because they come up to some extent every single year that we have the exam. So here we go. So we've got first person after Hitler that you massively need to be bothered about is this fella Konrad Adenauer. He's the first Chancellor of the new West Germany that forms at the end of World War II. So that's 1945 to 61 that he becomes Chancellor, first Chancellor of West Germany. Now basically what makes West Germany one of the richest countries in Europe. And he does something that the likes of Stresemann is famous for, introduces a new currency, and it starts something called the economic miracle. Now you'll get marks in the exam just for calling it the economic miracle, so do that. Employs a guy called Ludwig Erhard, introduces benefits, rebuilds all the old smokestack industries with steel, coal, gas, etc., and basically modernises them with new industry, etc. Taxes businesses very heavily, but gives them money back if they put it into new technology. 50% tax on the wealthy, 2 million council houses or social housing, and loads of sort of high-end industries crop up all over Germany, and the standard of living is generally higher, and you can buy an orange and a banana. So generally West Germany's recovery is based around this guy. He also joins NATO and forms the ECSC, European Coal and Steel Community, which actually later becomes the EU. So that in a nutshell is what Konrad Adenauer does. Okay, he's the very, very successful Chancellor of the new West Germany. Now, the next person after Adenauer, I'm just going to move my face away. As I get old, he starts to look more like these guys. But the next Chancellor that you need to know about of West Germany is this guy called Willy Brandt. Now he believes in something called Ostpolitik, which is a very, very sort of technical term for making relationships better with East Germany. Now, I remember this guy's coming sort of 6 or 7 years after the wall's been built, and things can only improve, and it's sort of a part of the bigger picture of the Cold War that tensions between USA and USSR are getting better. So therefore relationships between East and West Germany will get better because the two are directly related or connected. Now another word for this better relationships, a lot of word for better relationships here, is rapprochement. Another one is détente. They all mean the same thing, is better relationships in the Cold War instead of blowing each other up with missiles. Now basically there's more opportunities to talk, more opportunities to trade, and discussions take place about possible reunification. Signed something called the Basic Treaty, which basically establishes normal relationships, which they don't have before, obviously, because they've got a wall between the middle of them and troops on either side. So we're starting to break down those barriers between two countries that have been put in place by Stalin, followed by Khrushchev, basically by the USSR or the Soviet Union. And they both get allowed into the UN as separate countries in 1973. So this guy's the first person to start to bring the two sides closer together. So if you like, he's the first person really that helps with reunification. Now the last one is this fellow called Helmut Kohl. Very sort of generic look that all of these chancellors of West Germany have got. Now he's the last one that we really know about. He basically is the guy that we often see as being part of the reason or big major responsibility for reunification of Germany. It says a number of things about him here which aren't really relevant, but basically he stays as part of NATO, which again is like that strong alliance with the West, with America. And he basically sees the collapse of communism and brings East and West Germany together with a 10-point plan. The wall gets knocked down under his watch, and he brings in some, basically they reunite, and that is called the Treaty of October. He's very successful for doing just that, so there's not actually a lot of in there about Helmut Kohl. Really, he's basically the person that brings in Treaty of October, which brings East and West together. So that's basically all you need to know about these 3 fellas if they come up in the exam. Just make sure you know the main things about them. Good luck tomorrow.